Muhammad didn't fight anybody or force anybody to become a Muslim. Are you guys normal? So now your sects are now creating another Islam and they are teaching you with no evidence, whilst the sources are there for you to learn. So Muslims will come and tell you that they are sects and their scholars and imams are telling them that we don't know the scriptures because we are not scholars. Okay, so when your sects and your imams are teaching you the Bible, are they pastors? Are they bishops? Are they apostles for them to teach you the Bible? But you don't ask them the same question. That Sheikh, you are teaching me the Bible. You are not a pastor, so how did you understand the Bible? With the same logic. The Quran have tafsir that explain it. The Quran have hadith that explain it. You still need sheikhs and imams to understand the Quran. Are you guys stupid? Are you guys stupid? You say they are lying to you. They made themselves expert of the Bible. But when we use the same logic, they have no right to quote the Bible. They have no right to preach the Bible. But they are claiming they know the Bible and they are teaching you in their mosques, telling you Jesus is not God, Jesus is the Muslim with the Bible. But we Christians come out and destroy them. We don't say they need to become pastors or bishops to understand the scriptures. We explain it and destroy the argument. But when it comes to you Muslims, your sects are telling you that we Christians need to become Muslims or become sheikhs or become imams before we can understand your Quran. You see the stupidity? These people are born to lie. They are vampires. You see, they are creating system so they will not leave Islam. But Islam is a lie on its own. Muhammad, the day Muhammad married Aisha, 6 years ago, proved that Muhammad is a false prophet. When Christianity was spreading the world, any place Christianity goes, it convinced the people to accept Christ. At the end of the day, you will still see the unbelievers living among the Christians. You will still see the idol worshippers living among the Christians. Muhammad's mission is that when we come to your country, when we are in the minority, we pretend to be peaceful. But when we become majority by giving birth like rats, then we implement the laws of Allah. Then we force everybody to become Muslims. So that is what Muhammad did to the Meccan idol worshippers. Show me where the Meccan idol worshippers are today in Mecca. In Saudi Arabia, where are the Meccan idol worshippers? Muhammad killed all of them, and those that were remaining, he forced them to accept Islam. The idol worshippers were forced to become Muslim. That is why today you cannot find any trace of the Meccan idol worshippers. If Muhammad indeed is a prophet, he should understand that you cannot force people to become part of your religion. Religion is a belief and you have to convince people. But when Muhammad conquered your country, he forced you to become Muslim. So the Meccan idol worshippers were forced after they were conquered. They were forced to become Muslim. That is why today there is none of them in Mecca today. You cannot find any trace of Meccan idol worshippers. But come to Africa, wherever Christianity went, people are still worshiping idols and they are living in peace with Christians. They are living in peace with Christians. But Muslims, when they are in your country, they are not safe. They don't feel happy. They want to take over before they will be happy. They want to lead the country and when they lead the country, they destroy the country. When they implement their Sharia laws, the Sharia laws destroy the country because it's going to lead them to fight the unbelievers. And when you are fighting the unbelievers and the unbelievers are fighting, will you not destroy the country? When you rise against the unbelievers, the atheists, the Hindus, the Buddhists, the Christians, the Jews, and all of them are fighting back, will you guys not destroy the world? So the teachings of Muhammad is a cancer, it's a disease that the politicians must rise to ban Islam from our countries. Look, if Muslims will not leave Islam, nobody cares. They should die there. But we will not let you take over our nations and use the Sharia laws to destroy the world. Because if you are a religion, you will mind your business and convince people. But Islam is not a religion. It is a political party that wants to conquer the world with sword. They are pretenders. Our politicians must listen to the message and wake up. Because Christians will never kill anybody to convert them to become Christians. Or we don't have any mind of taking over the nation and then implementing the teachings of Jesus. Because the politicians are already doing the work of God by punishing the wicked doers, by punishing the rapists, by punishing the thieves. Our job is to convince people to become Christians. But the Muslims don't believe in the law system of every country. They don't believe in the constitution of every country. They only believe in Muhammad's law. And Muhammad's law goes against the law that favors the world. The nature of man is against stealing. Muhammad says, collect their money in the name of jizya. It's either they become Muslim or they pay money. Muhammad is telling them to fight unbelievers. But the laws of the country says freedom of worship. Muhammad says there's not like freedom of worship. Everyone must become a Muslim. They must all accept Muhammad and accept Allah. Can this come from God? Can this come from? And then you see them foolish people telling us, where did Muhammad force anybody? Islam is peaceful. You need to understand Islam. I am understanding Islam, and I even know Islam than Muhammad himself, because Muhammad, when the angel deceived him, he followed the angel because of political power. He followed the angel because of women, and Islam is all about lies and sex. Lies and sex. That is Islam. If you take these two things away from Islam, there is no Islam. Lies. and sex. Lies and sex.